following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
A personality type where you want immediate gratification as opposed to delayed, which is like a real problem.
What the interesting thing is, it wasn't a problem for my generation. But then again,
I think your
my
generation had more
didn't.
fathers.
My generation also didn't have computers. Well,
Yeah.
for about 3 or 4 years, then we did.
Yeah,
Computer games were also harder back then. Well, I mean, I'm not including Dark Souls, but you know.
Well, the thing is, studies kind of point to the father being of particular importance to encouraging sort of delayed gratification through rough and tumble play at a young age. So, I think your generation had more fathers, had more two-parent families.
Well, my generation also didn't say fathers weren't important, and fuck them, why even have Father's Day? Snowflakes.
Yeah.
Whatever they're calling it, the generation after generation snowflake, I don't even know. I don't even care. The best part of that generation ran down their mom's leg. It's like, you thought millennials were the worst generation. They're fucking like the princes. They're fucking like fucking Wakanda compared to the generations that followed them. Jesus fuck. Yeah, no, what I'm actually referring to there is there's a lot of things on talk shows and that you would see where they're talking about video game tournaments, and they always take the angle that's like they're talking about skill in that, but they're not actually going out there and dunking the basketball or anything. They don't know. They're not really skilled. It's like it's not. People who play video games and talk about skill are not implying that because you can do it in a video game, you can do it for real. They're talking about the skill of the video game, and I believe they are intentionally or accidentally conflating the two together because they don't understand it / like it, and their ignorance is being put on display for everyone. Unfortunately, most of their audience also doesn't really get it, and they're tuning in to be informed about it, and now they think that video game players think that
they're good at basketball.
They're good at basketball because they can play NBA Jam. And it's usually they focus on like sports games and that, or fighting games. It's like these people think they're ninjas because they can play a fighting game. But I guarantee you, if you actually put them in the ring with a judo master, it's like, well, where's your video game skill game then? And then their guest goes, ha 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 ha. You know, it's a big joke, and that's the thing that's being referenced there. Video games don't cause violence. Get fucked.
Yeah, I mean, people just don't. It's just difficult to understand, I think. So, like, when I was talking to my mother about, I was like, I'm going to a Magic tournament.
Oh no!
To play for money, and she like laughed, and she was like, I don't get it. And she was like, is it like chess? Is it like going and playing chess?
At that point, you just say yes.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, that's what it's like. It's like going and playing chess. And then she was like, she was sort of like made fun of me. But then when I told her I won...
Oh, you won?
Yeah, I won one of the events.
And
then
congratulations, I didn't even ask. Oh, what a piece of shit I am. Smash that dislike button. I didn't even ask. I was going to, but then I got distracted by everyone hating my guts. Oh, God, well done. Which event did you win?
Pioneer, which is just one of the formats that are like cards from 2012 onwards.
Neat.
Yeah, it was set up. I didn't like how the tournament was structured, because I won Pioneer, I missed out on entering another event.
Oh.
Because like the finals went 2 rounds into that other event starting.
Mm-hmm.
So, which I would have played that event too, and then. Because the event I played on day 2 was the teams event, that clashed with another of the events. So, like, out of 4 events, I played 2. Whereas, if they had structured it better, I would have played 4.
This is one of the things I wanted to do with the archaeologist conventions, is have a bunch of events clash that you would want to be in. Because I know that's a problem with a lot of events, so it looks like that happened to you too.
Yeah.
Also, it was a
it's designed that way
convenient
that,
way
like,
so
if
that the gamer wouldn't just win every single
just
gaming
win
event.
every event.
Which is a real possibility.
Yes, yeah, it is. Yeah, but no, when I told her I won, she was like excited, and she was like, she's more supportive that I play Magic: The Gathering, which is like, it just goes to show like
Money makes the world go round.
Yeah, I mean, it's also like when you're the best at something, you know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah.
It doesn't matter what it is.
I know it's a crass question, but like, what did you get?
That one was $500 prize.
See mothers out there. It's like your kid. He's going to a tournament. He's really good. He beats all his friends. It's like that's 500 beans that you can steal from him as his parent who controls his finances and spend it on cigarettes and booze while you're still on your fucking benefit, and then demand more handouts from the tax dollars.
Yeah, it was pretty good because I mean I profited on the whole weekend, which included like accommodation and then travel, entry in the tournaments, and then like all the food for the whole weekend. It
was totally worth bailing on game night.
Somewhat. It was cool, but
Oh, there you go. So So okay. So once your mother understands that this is an actual thing, because finances are involved, then she's and I feel that like if people just like actually like would sit down on these news things and be like, so when we're talking about having skill, we don't mean because we can play video games we can dunk a ball. Although, like, that argument sort of dissolves a bit when you have, like, channels like Up, Up, Down, Down, where you've got, like, Swiss Tony, who's just apparently a god descended to Earth who cannot fail at any given physical task in the universe. That does erode a bit, but it's like your fat couch potato is not saying, because I can play COD really well, I am just as good as a professional soldier in the real world. What they're saying is they're targeting, acuity, visual hand-eye coordination, and decision-making in that scenario skills are superior to others' equivocal skills. That's what they're talking. No one ever sits down and explains that to them. It's like, we're not saying this. They never get a guest on who is an actual video gamer because they think of them as like fringe terrorists or something. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get back to the actual newspaper, so then we can get back to the game. And then I can go, well, that's been 2 hours. Bye.
DMV agent wrestles with dual careers. Buddy Flash Gibson.
Remember, that
Some
used to be
people
Svetlana's old friend who lived in a cupboard.
Yes. Lived in a cupboard.
He did.
Some people like to make assumptions. Others prefer to ask questions. So I sat down with Anne Somerset, also known once as Titanium, and asked her some questions. First of all, she is not currently a DMV agent, but is training to work with the DMV in order to help mutants and resolve mutant problems. It is also true I was able to finally get an admission on that she was once a WCW wrestler by the name of Titanium, a quasi-popular lower card heel for a few months. While she downplays it, I was able to find several wrestling fans who recall her run with the now-defunct brand. Titanium was quite popular among some of the fan base who prefer the bad guys. Considered a rare talent in that she was a lady wrestler capable of actually wrestling, using several power moves usually reserved for men. Of course, Ms. Somerset remembers it differently, feeling her run only as a regrettable time in her life. While it is true that she is a mutant, her ability doesn't actually influence her in-ring capabilities at all, she said. I had to work really hard just to be able to lift a man over my head. I didn't just get strength handed to me on a plate. Whilst she doesn't recall her past fondly, she did disclose that she will be making a return to the ring for the WWE this year, saying, I have an opportunity to go up against one of the best, and maybe this time it can be different. I think I can be a little more badass this time around. There's no point pretending I'm a good-looking girl, so I can wrestle. No, so I can wrestle to wrestle, not look hot. Okay. That broke my brain.
Wrestle. Huge penis at military base! Albus Potnigger. During a mutant rampage at the Cold Rocks Hold, military soldiers, I suppose there's PMC soldiers, were tasked with stopping a super mutant rampage, killing children on the base. Somehow this resulted in a massive stone wiener being made on one of the runways. The penis is said to belong to Roxanne Emery, the mutant daughter of one Colonel Emery, who is taking care of the base in the absence of General O'Neill. How this mammoth cock helped stop the mutants we will never know, but now we can say women can have dicks. God, I'm so progressive.
Yeah. Paper needs staff, K. Lindemann. New paper, The Times, seeks staff during a potential growth process. The staff required at this point is a larger reporting staff, a photographer, preferably one with their own camera, and an office assistant willing to also act as a receptionist. Starting rates will be low, but should the paper succeed, we'll get higher.
I could have punctuated that better, I guess. New paper faces tough opposition. The new paper has been started thanks to a donation of a press and building. However, the APA has been pressured to revoke our reporters' memberships, and advertisers have been restricted to none but the DMV and government bodies. And that's your papers, boys. So, other people will put down their papers and be like, that ain't posh. Wasting time with that. The real work's going on here, talking about video games and such. Nonsense. Oh, I have a feeling. There you are.
It's difficult for them to report from here, isn't it?
I do wish we could get some more up-to-date news. Maybe they've actually caught and killed that dastardly power core there who are evil.
Are they?
Major Dozovic's like, they've also started testing on some Native Americans from various tribes. This testing, of course, has to be done by the military, so mainly around that Cold Rocks you come from.
Good, well. That'll be a good step in determining a starting point, maybe.
Oh! You eating that? No, help yourself. Good. You gonna finish that too? No, sure, you go ahead. He's a big guy, likes his food. Just realized all of these hand gestures and acting motions, you can't see them, so you don't know what.
I know!
Basically just like plucking things off of other people's trays and like just eating them.
It's so rough, right? We're both people that talk with their hands a lot, and like it's just totally lost.
I do have a webcam, but I feel that's like way too much effort to go to.
Yeah.
Why did you buy it? Well, I actually was planning on doing a different type of YouTube content at one point, but then I just didn't. So, yet another purchase I have made. Oh, you'll never believe. Speaking of purchases I've made, you'll never believe what arrived.
The scorpion?
No, that I got fucked on that. I got a little porg.
Oh, I was gonna say, what the fuck is that? Is that a porg?
That's a porg. I'm gonna hollow that fucker out at some point. Although it distinctly says not to open it because the stuffing might be toxic, and I'm like, oh, maybe I shouldn't then.
Oh no.
It's fine. It's fine. I can still use it for prop comedy. So anyway, yeah.
Was the Wishmaster a problem across other cities? It was a big problem in Cold Rocks, but they seem to have resolved it as of a month ago.
Kim just like, I don't know, maybe people like that just gravitate towards where there's the most number of desperate people who would be easy targets for him to get to wish for things. You know, and I guess things must be pretty bad in Cold Rocks if he didn't go to Vegas. You know, where all people are wishing for just that big win all the time.
Things in Cold Rocks aren't particularly bad compared to other major cities, but
in a lot of ways, you kind of feel it's a little bit better, right? Because it's like seems to be the focal hub of a bunch of construction. There'd be jobs for people everywhere.
Yeah, a lot of jobs too. More industry opening up as time goes on, especially post New York.
Yes, New York.
Is that where you were from?
No, I wasn't from New York, but I did live there for a little bit.
Oh?
Oh, yeah, I was going to college there. I had a flatmate. Everything was cool. Like, my parents had weird jobs. Her parent had a weird job. It was fun and entertaining. And then I go back home on break, and the city just disappears.
I know.
At that point, I mean, why even try, right? It was a bad period for everyone. I never even found out if my flatmate survived.
What was your flatmate's name? We could look into it.
Marie Birchford.
I'm sorry.
No, it's not your fault. You didn't do it.
No. Could you repeat that?
Said it's all right. You didn't do it.
No, her name.
Oh, Marie. God, I hope I'm saying that right.
Yeah. Marie. And you said her parents had weird jobs.
Her parent, her dad was like a butler. Like, who has a butler these days? They had a falling out over something, but I don't know. Oh, that's right, I keep forgetting you're super rich. You live in England or something.
No, I live in Cold Rocks.
Oh, so this whole power core thing must have... God, you're probably really glad to be away from that. No. Someone should just deploy one of those new prototype military robots and blow them the fuck up. Says
you know
Major
they
Daisy.
tried that, right?
Oh, really? You have newer news than me?
Yeah, this happened months ago, but the robot destroyed half the city. My family did a lot of fundraising in order to repair most of the damage, but since then those robots have been banned for use and have gone back into testing.
Well, if it did that, that's probably right. Well. So it didn't even get the power core. Oh, that must have been just a completely senseless, destructive waste.
Yeah, that's more or less what it was. Considering Cold Rocks has a homeless problem to begin with, it didn't help matters in any way.
Kind of sounds like Cold Rocks is basically just a new New York.
Yeah. Wait, so the person you were living with, what was she studying?
She was always kind of vague about that. It was some kind of oh God, why can I never be left alone while I'm busy? It's something technical. Like there was some form of engineering in their mechanical thing. It went over my head, to be honest.
Oh, really? And aren't you an anesthesiologist?
No, I'm a runner in General Dog's body. Dr.
Oh,
Cross
am I
is
talking
the
to Kim?
Yeah.
Fuck, okay.
I realize
Right.
I can only do one vaguely womanish voice that isn't
I
hilariously cartoonish.
thought I was talking to Cross, because I asked her... Yeah, okay.
The physical mannerisms are a little different and you can't see them. I need to narrate myself more.
No, it's... I mean, if she picks up on this, because, like, there's also very obviously physical tells I have made that Thomas would have made as well.
Oh, okay. I need to do some
you can't
rolling
pick up
then.
on, like, yeah.
My dice are in the other room and I can't be bothered to go get it. Actually, I can be bothered because that sound is deeply soothing and iconic. I'm just going to go get my dice tray. And that way you can experience the familiar and long-forgotten sound of my cool dice tray that's fucking awesome. Steven had a dice tray too, a really big one. I don't know why he doesn't use it.
I think it was too big, I think is what he said.
Nice, I can't see that because it's dark in here. It's phone light. Oh, yep. What? Well, I got a 13. I got a 13, I don't know if that beats your DCs or not.
I've rolled a 1.
Okay. What's up?
And you're certain her name was Marie Birchford, right?
I mean, yeah.
So, my butler's name
Let me guess.
is Charles
Jeeves.
Birchford.
Oh. Wait, you're but what are the ridiculous odds of that?
Yeah. So you haven't heard from her?
I mean, I don't even know if she survived. I'm sorry, I didn't know.
No. It's not your fault. Sorry, I need to think about something.
Okay.
Sort of like, yeah. I'll like abruptly like sort of just leave.
Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. You gonna eat that?
No.
Pulls the tray over. You step outside into the warm afternoon air. It'll actually be kind of snappy, I feel. At the moment. Yes, at this time of year it'll probably be a bit nippy.
What is that dude's name? Where was it?
Which one?
The big buff dude who's like traveling.
Big John Somerset.
Oh, Big John Somerset. Yeah.
Yep, he was at the Dialee Monastery.
Yeah. I'm going to take the free press
Okay.
to him.
Oh, you just worked that out, did
Dialee
you?
Monastery is the one.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah, no, I mean, I figured it out ages ago, but like, this is the first time it's, It's the one up the hill, up the fucking... the rock, right?
Yeah, it's the one up the top of the...
Yeah.
Of the, So Torgo totters his way up the treacherous path, hand over hand climbing up the sections because it's not wheelchair accessible. Like, you literally have to, like, climb up vines to get to a certain part of the path and things like that. I got the idea
it
from...
out. Sorry?
You go on.
I was working it out. My strength is enough that, with just the good arm, Thomas could do pull-ups.
Well, that's fucking ridiculous. What are you, Batman? Gonna have to nerf hammer that character. Yeah, so eventually you make it.
Is he just at the door like last time, or is there no one?
Yeah, okay. So he's just like wearing his pants, like so he's shirtless, barefoot, and he's just like suplexing a boulder, like then like standing up and going like, "Arr!" Working his shoulder a bit, and then like grabbing it again, and it's like not like a huge bigger than him boulder, like the smallest size boulder you could call a boulder. And he's just like, "Arr! Arr!" and doing things.
Does suplexing the boulder increase your suplexing people ability?
No, it increases my lower back's ability to maintain its ability to hold up large amounts of weight as I get older. Which is gonna be an issue.
For you.
Oh, one moment. Puts it down carefully. Dusts off his hands. Gets a towel, like, wipes up. You didn't have to give me anything. I can go into town.
Well, yeah, well, you won't find one of these. I'll hand him the... It's the free press.
Oh, okay.
Third page.
Huh. Oh my god, there's a sale of pennies!
Yeah, a month ago.
Oh. Well, that's no good to me now.
No. The article.
Oh. Oh, damn. Dodgers' star quarterback's been lamed out. And his career might be over. That's no Gouda. Oh, man. That poor guy. Wait, what's this? Oh, well, what do you know? They're still wrestling. And an ad for a truck. What am I supposed to see here?
The wrestling article.
Why would you think I'd fucking hell. Why would you, tugs on shirt, collar, eyes move left to right, L.A. Noir style lying. Why would you, think that I would want to know about, that?
You know, it is obvious, right? You don't have to pretend to be separate from it. I thought you might appreciate the update, as it were.
It breaks your heart, you know.
Oh?
I mean, what kind of little girl would want to grow up to be like a useless old man?
Well, the wrestling thing seems to be temporary, considering in the article it says she's working on being a member of the DMV. There isn't much honorable work other than that for mutants in America, though, I'm afraid.
Maybe she's finally calming down, but just wish she could have had a better life than that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's time I sorted out family business.
Going to start the journey back?
Maybe, yeah. Next time a cart comes in. Thanks for bringing this to me, Thomas.
No problem.
I almost called you Jason.
Needed to clear my head anyway.
Well, the thin air up here will do that to you.
Yeah. Nothing new happening up here.
Just like smooths the crinkles of the paper out carefully. It just like folds it like he's doing origami, just like really precise, delicate little folds.
Yeah.
Sorry, what?
Nothing new.
No,
At the top here.
I think they've made it pretty clear that I'm not the kind of guy they want around here. Maybe I thought I was better than I was. Maybe they're right. Maybe there just isn't a place at the top of fighting for a broken old man.
Sometimes when you reach the top of the mountain, there's another mountain blocking the sun. You can't climb all of them.
No. Maybe my problem is I always thought I could.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Yeah.
There's only one way to stop Labor's taxes.
Kill them.